If he's ever canceled plans with you to go hang out with his homeboys, he's gay. Yeah, he wants his homeboys to suck his dick. If he's ever allowed you to pay for a date or asked you to go 50-50, he's gay. If you ever had to ask him to be more affectionate with you, he's gay. He doesn't want to touch you, bitch. He wants to touch dick. If you ever had to ask him to spend more time with you or like arrange dates, he's gay. He doesn't want to hang out with you. He doesn't want to go on a date with you because you don't got dick. If he doesn't post you, but he wants to post his homeboys, he's gay. He's in a relationship with them, girl, not you, bitch. Honestly, if he's under 5'10", he's probably gay. Yeah. Yeah. If he says things like, oh, but like, you could text me first too. Oh, he's a princess. He's a virgin with the princess, bitch. If when he's hanging out with you, he's texting his homeboys, guess what? He'd rather be getting his dick sucked by them. If he has a group chat with all his homeboys, he wants to get gangbanged by them. Yeah.
You know, women hate when you have strong bonds with your friends, and this is going to be immature women. The reason why they don't like that is because they want to be able to control both aspects of this, right? So your happiness needs to revolve around them. So when you're not happy, that also revolves around them. And everything else that she was going into is complete nonsense. Men have the ability to be men. See, women want men to be men, but then again, they want them to be suckers. It's not gonna work like that. The reason why a lot of women have trouble attracting men is because they don't know how to just let a man be a man. They're always trying to get in the middle of it and make him something that he's not. A man wants to spend time with his friends. What's wrong with that? How does he play for the other team? Oh, because he's going against your entitlement to his time. Oh, because he has a life outside of you. Oh, his friends will be there for him after you, and they were there for him before you. You understand, right? A lot of guys don't have close friends like that. So when guys do, these are meaningful relationships. So you want him to just give that up? Isn't it funny on the flip side, you tell a chick, yo, I don't want you hanging out with him anymore. We've been friends forever. Crazy how that works, right? Ignore all of this nonsense. If a woman wants you to be all about her and around her 24/7, chances are that's not going to be a healthy relationship. Even though women want to be close to the guys that they're into, when you have space in between you and a woman and she understands that, oh, he can only see me on this day, trust and believe she respects you more. Don't believe any of this hype. Let's get the next one.
So I had a long commute to work because the traffic was crazy. I don't even know why the traffic was crazy, but I had a lot of time to think about some things. So first things first, I want a man who yearns for me. I'm talking like Bridgerton, Romeo and Juliet. Like, I need to be the bane of this man's existence. Like, I'm putting my order in now with God. I want my love to feel like an 80s R&B song, like a Jagged Edge, Life Jennings, Lauryn Hill, Nivea, Aaliyah type of song. That's what I want it to feel like. I want it to feel like a 90s rom-com with Matthew McConaughey. I don't care which one. It just needs to be starring Matthew McConaughey. That's what I want it to feel like. Okay? I want it to feel like William Shakespeare's iambic pentameter. That's what I wanted to feel. I wanted to feel like every song on the soundtrack in Twilight.
Once again, this sounds good when they're like, oh, I want a man to yearn. But it repels them at the same time. And it's funny that she made a shout out to like old R&B and like old music. Yo, those days are done. A lot of that music was around when times were different. That's done. Talking about Twilight. We're not talking about werewolves and vampires. Men ain't going for that, bro. And you're not going to get that. See, even in Twilight, isn't it funny how the chick is mad basic? The chick is mad basic. And she got two dudes fighting over her. Dudes are not doing that. They're not doing that. What? This is why they got to run and escape and go to books, podcasts, and, you know, reality TV and stuff, because men aren't doing that. Men are ignoring the entitlement. Oh, you don't want me? Okay, cool. I'm not about to compete with him. Why would I do that when I respect myself? I want this and I want to feel this and I want et cetera and et cetera. What is the guy going to get in return? Matter of fact, what are you going to do to inspire the guy? What are you going to do? Can never answer that, but you want to feel and you want this and you want that. Dream on. I mean, dare to dream. You know, it's good to have a dream, but it ain't happening anytime soon unless you get on the good foot and bring what can I do for you, sir, energy. Let's get the next one.
People ask me how I stay hopeful when I'm single in my 30s, and here is my answer to that. I get it, right? Like sometimes you have days when you just feel like, oh, I'm never going to find anybody. Oh, I am going to be the only one left who's single. I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life. Those thoughts definitely come up for mostly everybody, I think. But the thing that keeps me hopeful is that is a choice. Being hopeful is a choice. Believing in something that's greater than yourself, and that's not necessarily even God or something religious. It could just be that you believe in love. Remaining hopeful takes more courage than it does to not. Because being hopeful is believing in something that you can't see. And believing in something you can't see is difficult for a lot of people. A lot of people believe in evidence and facts. I know that's not exactly the answer that anybody wants to hear. But that is how I remain hopeful. Because hope is in something that you can't see. And there's no evidence in it. But when you do, and you can hold on to that hope and hold on to that faith, it could get you through a lot.
Simps and grifters are actually how women stay hopeful. Dudes marrying single moms. Dudes getting with and actually committing to women that been around the block. When they see these women, right, say like, oh, well, my man came about, like I got with my dude after all of this. That's what keeps women hopeful. That's what actually keeps women hopeful. If you ever wonder why women never tell each other the truth, it's because they're selling them hope. Oh, well, it worked for her.
All right, I don't know how I got here, but I am now on the princess treatment side of TikTok where all these men are saying like your girl shouldn't work at all. She should never have to pay a bill. There's no such thing as 50-50. And I treat my woman with gifts every day and pay all of her bills. The only thing she should have to worry about is looking pretty, getting her nails done. And where are these men? Because they don't exist where I live, and where do I sign up? I need one of those men because that is literally what I deserve in life. So if anybody knows where to find these men, leave it in the comments because I need to know.
See, I told you, they fall for the grift. They fall for the grift. Watching TikTok, reality TV, what this person says, what this person says. When men shower women, right? A lot of this goes unsaid. These women have been with this guy for a bunch of years. Since high school, since college, early 20s when he didn't have the bag. So a woman will get on Instagram and she'll see another woman, her man bought her a car, bought her something expensive, bought her a bag, took her on a trip. And they're thinking, well, damn, a man should be doing that for me. You're looking at that. Did you go back? Did you go back through the pictures when they had their first kid, when they got their first house, when they first got together? Because if you go back, you'll see that they just got together. See, everything else is tricking. They just see, oh, he got her a car. Oh, he did this. I deserve this. No, bro, a lot of men who shower their women, who treat them well, they've been with that woman for a long time. So this woman thinks that she's going to walk in, right, in a guy's life, and he's going to start doing that. That's not how things go. And that's why women are frustrated out here. See, the grift goes, keep your expectations and your standards high. Any man that can't meet them, he's a brokey, a dusty. Push him to the side because your king is just going to stroll along into your life. That's why these movies are nonsense. Are nonsense. Some chick working as a maid, she bumps into some maid rich dude, and all of a sudden, he don't want the chicks that are on his level anymore. He wants the maid. Some chick comes into the office, she gets a job as a secretary. The CEO of some company now wants to date her. And not only date her, spoil her, fly her here and do all of this and buy this and move her into his place. Listen, they have to put this stuff in movies because it's not real like that. Yes, does it happen, but not to the extent where women are thinking that this billion-dollar guy is going to scoop them up. It's not how it works, bro. Men who are down on their luck or who had a vision, who had a blueprint to get somewhere, the woman that they're investing into now and showering now with things, she was there for the ramen noodles. She was there for sleeping on the floor, sleeping on a mattress on the floor, sleeping in the car, having to sleep in hotels, not having it all figured out. Now that he's up, that's exactly why he pours into his woman and his family. Because she believed in him. These women are talking about where are all these provider type of guys. Provider men have been with these women for a long time. You're not going to walk into a guy's life and he's just going to start providing for you.